high school and go to college and never really learn how to actually earn a dollar. Probably all of us, right? It's a shame that really is. So what we're going to do here tonight, he tossed me the Windex bottle, is teach you guys an alternate way to earn an income that you can decide. Well, that worked. We'll just wing it. You can decide how much you want to earn, which is a lot better than working a job for an hourly rate. Yes or yes? Yes. We'll do green, because green's the color of money. I'm going to stand over here. All right, cool. So everybody can see this, right? This is what I want to go over with you guys, all right? Real quick, I'm 23. My name's Dickey. I grew up in a tiny town called Bangor, Pennsylvania. If any of you guys know where that's at. A couple people in here, you know, Bangor represent. And I ended up going to Misericordia University, which is right down the road. I was told it's supposed to be the best 4 years of my life. It happened to be the worst 4 years of my life. I got into some trouble, did some things I shouldn't have really done, got the boot a little bit out of dorming, almost got the boot out of school completely. Thank God they didn't kick me out. I ended up graduating with a bachelor's degree in sport management, but still really didn't know what I wanted to do. It was just kind of the easiest major there, like sports and management. Like, I played sports my whole life. I figured that was kind of something that I could be into, you know, for the rest of my life. So that's what I was doing. Long story short, this opportunity fell into my lap. June 6th I got started, so it was like a year ago, pretty much today. Crazy how time flies by. And like Brian and Sho said, I was a little bit skeptical. There she is. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I was actually looking for something like this. I never really knew what I wanted to do, but I always knew I wanted to make a lot of money. I didn't want to work for a boss, because I absolutely hate responding to people. Like, I never had chores. Who here had chores when you were younger? Like, had to do chores? Like me, I was a little bit spoiled. My mom would tell me to do chores, and I would just never do them. So like, I just got accustomed to her telling me to do things, and I just never did them. So when my boss would say, "Hey, walk over there, pick that up, climb it up that ladder, put it on that roof, and fly back down and do that all over again," I was kind of like, I don't really want to do that. So when I heard about this, I realized, oh my God, I could be my own boss. I could dictate my own income. I could work my own hours, and I could literally make as much money as I want by simply drinking a healthy product, which I'm going to let Lauren go into a little bit more. What I want to talk to you guys about today is something called the cash flow quadrant. Probably, does anybody in here know what the cash flow quadrant is? Who's not in VIMA? Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably nobody. I don't know why they don't teach this stuff in school, right? It's a book written by Robert Kiyosaki. He's a self-made billionaire. And he basically breaks down the 4 different types of ways that you can make money legally. And basically breaks them down, and then kind of, I'm going to break them down for you guys and kind of let you guys figure out on which side of this grid you would like to be on. All right? Nobody's in here to force you guys to do VIMA or VERV. Nobody's in here to convince you guys to do this or anything like that. It's simply presenting you an opportunity that I was presented with a year ago that completely changed my life. So keep an open mind, open up your ears to this concept a little bit, and I think once you figure out this cash flow quadrant, I think you're going to be able to understand what we have, the power of what we have in our hands. So over here, this ESBI, and what this explains is this is the employee sector. So basically, this is where the employees are, the people working 9 to 5, the McDonald's workers, the JCPenney's, everybody who has a traditional job. The S, this stands for specialist or self-employed, basically doctors, dentists, lawyers, okay, people who own businesses and stuff. B is for big business, a big business owner, like somebody who has 500 or more employees within their business. Basically, you know, they're the kingpin. You got people working for you, and a very, very, very good way to own a business. And then I is investing. We're not really going to talk about this, even though they pay that much in taxes. Who would like to pay this much in taxes? See, a lot of people don't know this. But a lot of people don't know this, but if you're an employee, you can pay up to as much as 60% in taxes, self-employed 40, big business owner 20, investors 0%. So who would want to be on the left side? Who wants to be on the right side? Okay, cool. Everybody's looking so far. Awesome. Now on this side, I wrote these numbers. My handwriting's not very good, and I really can't read, but you don't need to be smart to make money. So on this side, it's 95% and 5%. What these percentages symbolize is the amount of people that work on this side of the quadrant that make up this percent of the money. So 95% of Americans make 5% of all the money, and they work on this side of the quadrant. Okay, that's probably a lot of people's in here, moms, dads, grams, aunts, uncles, all the teachers, professors, coaches, everybody that you've been taking financial advice from is really only making up 5% of all the money made in America. Well, if you take a look at over here, the Bill Gates, the Donald Trumps, the Warren Buffetts, the Oprah Winfreys, the rich people, yeah, they're the 5% of the people that own 95% of all the money. So if there's 100 people in this room, 5 of you have $95, and 95 of you have $5. Blow that up, and that's America. The fact that we don't get taught this as young people and are expected to go to school, rack up a shit ton of debt, and then find a job in this shitty economy, very, 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 very hard. Why we're not taught this blows my mind, and that's why I'm here to teach all of you really how you make a lot of money. Because I would rather pay 20% or 0% in tax and work my whole life, basically give it back to the government. You know what I'm saying? So how do you get to this side of the quadrant, owning a big business or investing? Okay? Half the people never, actually, well, 95% of people never make it over here because they never have enough money to invest. Right? The guy who came up with this says if you don't have $250,000 to invest and lose and be able to sleep easy at night, you shouldn't be investing. That's why we're not talking about this over here. Because who in this room has $250,000? Mr. B, don't raise your hand. Awesome. Guys, he's a big business owner. He's been doing it for 20, 25 years, okay? It makes sense to hop over on this side of the quadrant instead of this side. How do you do that? Financially, we're pretty all broke. You know, I don't really think any of us young people in here have more than $20,000 in our bank accounts. If you do, you're doing pretty well, okay? But how can we jump from employee or self-employed to big business owner investor? You can't. You're shit out of luck. You are floating down Pitts Creek without a paddle, right? Is that what they say? Floating down Pitts Creek without a paddle? And then here comes birth. And now you guys have the opportunity and the ability to take yourself from this quadrant and come over here to this quadrant by simply purchasing this product. Is this going to cost $1 million like it does to open up a McDonald's? No. Is this going to cost $300,000 or $600,000 like it does to open up a physical therapy place before you pay employees, before you get insurance, right? Ben, where is he? He wants to be a physical therapist. That's awesome. We'll spend 6 years in school, rack up $100,000 in debt, and then have to pay $600,000 to start a business. That's very hard. Very, very hard. So with this whole entire concept, affiliate marketing, network marketing, word of mouth, advertising, friend tell a friend tell a friend, exactly how Facebook got really, really big, yes or yes, yes. You saw no billboards for Facebook, everybody has one, and nobody ever got paid for it. So now here comes our CEO, and he creates a platform called Vima and Verve, where you guys can come, hop on his platform, purchase products, and build a business through word of mouth advertising, exactly like Facebook. So you're going to become an entrepreneur. That's what this side is. Entrepreneur. And employee, okay? So what we're trying to do here is get people out of the employee mindset. You guys don't need to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. Why would you do that when you don't have to do that? Who here wants to work? And this is okay if you do, if you have a passion, follow it. But who here, honestly, wants to work for the next 40 or 50 years on $40,000 or $50,000 a year to retire at like 75? I read a statistic the other day, the average age of death is 72, the average age of retirement is 75. You guys form your own opinion about that. That means you die and then retire. It's kind of tough, right? Right? So this is what we're doing. We're educating the younger age demographic on how to create genuine wealth. Who in here would like to create genuine wealth over the next 3 to 5 years, build something with your friends based around a healthy product, and then never have to worry about money again? I see one hand back. Okay, cool. That's what we're trying to do here, guys. So open up your mind and open up your ears and your brain to this concept that 95% of everybody that you know is on this side of the quadrant making nothing, 5% of the money. You ever hear the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? It's true. It's true. Because they know how to get on this side. And the reason people don't make the jump is because they're scared. And they don't believe in themselves. They got fear. Well guys, I'm here to tell you that you can do anything that you want with your life. You can pick up that can, start drinking it, share it with your friends, and build an absolute empire quicker and faster than me. You can make more money faster and quicker than me. You can be in a car, nicer than mine, faster and quicker than me. How? Why? Because we know how to build it. We failed multiple times, so we laid out the pathway to success. Guys, this is like the yellow brick road. You just follow this shit to a T and you're gonna get to Oz. I promise you that much. So now knowing this, who here wants to live life on this side of the sector, paying what they earn, which is nothing, back to the government? They're literally just screwing you, right? That's what they're doing. Jump over here, take a chance, believe in yourself, don't be afraid to fail. In school you get an F and you're a little bit stupid, but in life, if you want to be successful, you have to fail, and then fail, and then fail, and fail. I heard a brilliant quote the other day, I believe it was from Warren Woodward, who's a multiple millionaire, like worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? He said, success is going from failure to failure with a positive attitude. Ooh, how great is that, right? Success is going from failure to failure with a positive attitude. So if you guys can understand this quadrant, I know it's a whole bunch of squiggles and shit. It kind of looks messed up, right? If you guys can understand this concept, then Vima and Verve, and what Lauren Onisi is about to explain to you, should make 110% sense. If it doesn't make sense to you guys, ask questions. If you ask questions and it still doesn't make sense, ask more questions. Okay? Don't leave this building until you understand what the hell's going on, because if you walk out there, you're going to fall right back in here. And that's not where you want to be. Okay? So I'm going to attempt to erase all this. Actually, I'll just break it down. That way Lauren can come up here, guys. This lady that I'm going to bring up here, I got started a year ago, and I introduced this to her. She called me an idiot. You know, well, look who's laughing now. Right? No, guys, seriously though, she's one of the best in all of Vima, flat out. Okay, her name is known globally by this country. People know who Lauren Onisi is, and if they don't, they're going to. She'll be in her company paid for car in the next 60 days and see a 6-figure income from this company and by Christmas, okay? Another statistic, 5% of Americans make 6-figure income or more. So 95% of people don't even reach that $100,000 mark. Who in here would like to make $100,000 a year? Amen, right? So I'm going to bring up Lauren. She's going to go over what this is, affiliate marketing, Vima, Verve, the whole 9 yards. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it.